The Sports Scouting Report with Lee Burkeen. Brought to you by Medine's Collision Center in Baton Rouge. Take control, choose Medine's. Grosse Savant Lodge, south of Lake Charles, the true sportsman's paradise. Treads and Care Company in Central, the tires you need, the service you want. Harvey Auto in Shreveport, Bossier City, the name you have trusted for years. And Gage in Baton Rouge. Get better connected with Gage. Here's your host, Lee Burkeen.
Hi, I'm Lee Burkeen with the Sports Scouting Report podcast. Your host. We've got a great show today. Catholic High, Baton Rouge. The Bears won several championships the last few years. We've got two of their great players that are coming back. They have another year left. Daniel Beale, their quarterback, and also their running back, Remo, who's also, they're both class of 224 players. And their head coach, Hudson Fuller, the new head coach of Catholic High, will be joining us toward the later part of the show. But be sure to come back with us, watch our show. We'll be right back with the quarterback, Daniel Beale from Catholic High, Baton Rouge.
Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
What does that bug man do?
Not only do we do pest control, we do odor control, bat removal, moisture control, rodents, and of course, bed bug control. Give the bug man a call. We get them before they get you.
Welcome back. Lee Burkeen, your host of Sports Scouting Report podcast. Be sure to subscribe for free. We hope Daniel subscribes, and Barry Remo. Hit the subscribe button, our YouTube page, or go to wherever you get your podcast. We're really excited to promote the Catholic High Baton Rouge. We actually had Emory Jones on a couple of weeks ago, who's a former Catholic High Bear, LSU freshman All-American. I also want to thank Mike Johnson for letting us film at the Giulio Brothers Italian Restaurant on Perkins Road near Acadian, which is where Catholic High is, and also close to LSU. I want to go ahead and introduce quarterback Daniel Beale of Catholic High. Daniel, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Met you a couple of years ago at the school.
Yes, sir.
You were coming in the weight room, and I'm like, are you a senior? You're like, no, I'm just a sophomore. I'm
Yes,
like,
sir.
are you the guy that just won the state championship? Your career started as a freshman, and freshmen don't play at Catholic High. What was that like for you to be not only playing for Catholic as a freshman, but helping them win a state championship your freshman year?
Yes, sir. I've been around the program with my three older brothers for a while, and just understanding the game, and then when my time was called, knowing to stay calm and letting the athletes around me do work that they could.
You are calm. And in the recruiting world, I've been watching the recruiting since '91, before you guys were born. But I think you're the biggest sleeper in the state at quarterback. I mean, you're the guy coming in that they're not talking about nationally, but you're the guy that I think will get tons of D1 offers in the end. And look, I'm big on recruiting, not stars. I'm big on guys that can play or they can. But you have a chance to win 3 state championships. I know you came up short this year.
Yes, sir.
But you got 2 already. You got a chance to have 3. Major Applewhite didn't even win a state championship at Catholic High. Tell everybody, Daniel, about you were a ball boy for the team and the program for several years.
Yes, sir. So, like I said, my three older brothers, and I just wanted to be close to the game, on the sideline, up in the mix with everything, doing as much as I could to get closer to football and just learn everything that I could and take it in.
I heard you just came back from a camp.
Yes, sir.
Is it true in Texas?
Well, it was 7-on-7 in Texas.
How'd that go?
I mean, it was windy, rainy. Couldn't do too much with the rain and 7-on-7, but we played well.
You remind me a lot of a young Joe Burrow prior to LSU. When Joe was in Ohio, he was Player of the Year in Ohio, but he was like a 3-star or 2-star. I'm not a star guy, but he was Player of the Year in Ohio. Ohio State takes him, and the rest is history. Comes to LSU, wins the Heisman Trophy. But I mean, just calm your presence on the field. You throw the ball great over the middle. Short, long passes are good. I know you don't have Shelton this coming year, but you've always had different receivers, Daniel Harden, different guys, and you're going to have different guys step up. But speaking of colleges, I've met your dad at LSU football games, and I know your family's big LSU fans.
Yes, sir.
But if LSU was to offer this coming year, what would you do, you think?
I mean, that would be a dream come true. Grew up around LSU, just like Catholic High. I'd love to stay in Baton Rouge, but who knows?
What if you had like a Miami offer, a Florida offer, and an LSU offer?
I mean, I really don't know. I'd have to
kind of look at everything.
Yes, sir. See what relationships I have with the people, type of program, type of offense.
It might happen because nobody thought Ricky Collins would sign with LSU at a Woodlawn, and he wasn't ranked going into his senior year, and then it picked up. And I think LSU's going to sign 2 quarterbacks. You might be in that position. Daniel, what do you think you need to work on as a senior, having Coach Hudson Fuller come in, new but not new?
Yes, sir.
And what do you think of Coach Fuller?
Well, first to work on, me personally, I would say just my footwork, cleaning it up. Having great footwork leads to better throws and, makes it easier on the field. And getting great chemistry with the guys that are returning, guys that are stepping up, learning everybody. And then as a whole offense, making sure that we have our offense down when it comes to it. It'll be new with the new coaching staff. So we gotta sit down and really make sure we know what's going on, all the ins and outs of it. But Coach Fuller, I've been loving him so far. We're in the off-season workouts right now, worrying about the process and every little detail. The results will come when they come, but gotta stay focused.
And you're gonna have Barry Remo is going to be joining us. What do you think of your running back? He's got a chance to be the next great running back coming out of Cal.
Yes, sir. I mean, me and Barry have a close relationship. Me and him sometimes in the backfield cutting up during the middle of a game. But it's a fun time with me and him.
There's a lot of great backs too coming up in the program. Y'all played
sir.
like 4 or 5 running backs this past year. You want to mention any of the guys coming back on offense that are going to be key?
Yeah, at running back with Barry, and then 2 young pups. Well, I mean, they'll be juniors next year. Rylan Parker and Jeremy Fisher. But then receiver-wise, coming back, we have Bradley Wright and Cohen LeBlanc, who gave us good minutes last year. Great catches. Great guys. They're a little smaller, but fast. Know how to get open. Which will make it fun on the offense. With more receivers stepping up, Damari, and more kids. Then the O-line, we lost 4. Except for our left tackle, Irvin Smith. So got to really come together.
But y'all have overcome Emory Jones the year before, so
yes,
y'all were able to do it. How do you think Sampson's going to do at LSU, Shelton?
Sheldon has a great work ethic, great kid. Me and him, we're still throwing after the season, staying in touch, and continue getting better. I believe he'll do great things with his speed and size and his catching abilities.
Is there a bigger receiver in the state than Shelton?
Nah, I don't believe so.
I mean, he's money, huh, if you
Yes,
get the
sir.
ball to him. Daniel, look, good luck to you in your future of 1 more year in Catholic. It seems like you've been there for 10 years. But you got a chance to win 3 state championships as a quarterback. You and Barry. Barry's going to join us in a minute. And any final thoughts before we go? Any shout out to anybody?
Shout out to my parents. I love them. They put me in a great situation from school to everything that they do in recruiting and helping me be the best person I can be.
Appreciate you, Daniel.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good
Thanks
luck
for
to
having
you,
me.
man.
Thank you.
We'll be back with Barry Remo, his running back, 2024. They're both class 224 players for Catholic High Baton Rouge. We'll be right back.
Gros Savon Lodge, the true sportsman's paradise. Gros Savon Lodge has fresh and saltwater fishing, alligator hunting, waterfowl hunting, and eco tours located south of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Give them a call at 337-598-2357. That number to call again is 337-598-2357, and have the time of your life. Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
Welcome back. Lee Burkeen, your host of Sports Scouting Report podcast. Be sure to subscribe for free on YouTube or go wherever you get your podcasts. We're on Podbean. You got to meet Daniel Beale, great young quarterback, great kid. Got a year left, 2 state championships. Came close to getting 3 this past year. Now his star running back, the leader of the run game, is joining us, Barry Remo. Barry, thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you.
Talked to you before a game this year, and you said, get me on the show. I said, I'll call you. So you were warming up, and it was still kind of before team, so I could talk to some of the guys. But, man, you've had a couple of really good years considering you've been sharing the ball with a lot of guys.
Yes, sir.
But you remind me a lot of one of your idols, Darius Geis.
Yes, sir.
And you remind me a lot of the running backs that have come out of there. But I asked you your favorite running back, and you got a couple of them, right?
Yeah, I say Darius Geis for sure, but Clyde and Ward Dunn, like, I'll put them up there for sure.
Built similar to Clyde.
Yes, sir. Really built similar to
Maybe
Clyde.
5'8"ish,
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
190 something?
Yes, sir.
That's Clyde. Clyde's a little shorter than you.
Yeah.
But what do you think that makes Catholic High running back you? Why so many good running backs?
And I just don't know. Like when I first found out about Catholic, like I just went through the list of the running backs that went here.
It's insane.
I was like, I gotta come to Catholic because I just know they just developed the best running backs. So I was like, yeah, Catholic the place to be at for me.
I'm not even going to have all the running backs on the list. There's about 5 of them playing college ball right now. We're not even mentioning them, but I'm going to give you my all-time Catholic High list of players I've ever seen play. My favorites: Jeremy Stewart, running back; Kevin Franklin, the late Kevin Franklin; Miss Kevin; Travis Minor; Darius Geis; Clyde Edwards, hell yeah; Warwick Dunn; Donnie Jones; Kendrick Shanklin, another running back; Shelton Sampson; Emory Jones; Cameron Tom, offensive lineman; Chris Williams, offensive lineman; Major Applewhite, quarterback; Mark Stockbar, before you were born, linebacker; Stanford; Neil Delicano, UCLA All-American, Catholic High linebacker; Warren Capone, linebacker, LSU, played in the Super Bowl with the Dallas Cowboys back in the 70s. But that's my list. And out of that list, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 running backs. And we didn't even mention everybody. You've had 2 or 3 come a couple of years before you that signed with Army.
Yes, sir.
From Catholic High. So, Barry, what makes Catholic High so well-oiled on offense these last 5, 6 years?
I feel like we really heavily rely on our run game, but when you miss the run with the pass, it just like throws a lot of teams off. Like we very balanced with spread offensive team, so when you just put everything into place, it just gives a hard time for the defenses.
Now, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the state.
For sure.
Mr. Cool here, Daniel Beale.
Yeah.
Now, he came on earlier. What do you think of your boy Daniel? Because y'all have a chance to compete for another title this coming year.
Man, I just think of Daniel like another coach back there. Like every time we back there in the pocket, like I know I got him in protection. I know I'll probably forget a player too. Like I know he got me. Like I know, and he know I got him too. We just went back there. So every time we back there, it just magic just happened. And like we know we trust each other and stuff like that. And we just know we just gonna get the job done.
What do you think of your new head coach, Hudson, who's not new? He was offensive coordinator with Fertitta. Now he's back as the head coach. How do you like Coach?
Oh, I think Coach Fuller going to have us right. I'm just looking at the workouts while I'm at track. It's just like we going through doing the right things, like GPS system on the speed. So like it's like a college program. Just like we going in the right area and stuff like that.
What do you think of the weight room that's fairly new still?
I love the weight room. So hey, we doing the right things in the weight room too. So we're gonna be looking right on the field and looking strong, like when we start playing.
What's Barry need to work on his senior year?
Versatility, I think. Like me getting involved in the pass game will really throw off a lot of defenses and stuff like that, lining me up in the slot. It'll just make a hard time for other teams.
Barry, this is not saying who's offered you or anything, but if you had 3 colleges that you grew up liking, who would be 3?
LSU for one. I like Alabama, but I'll throw in Florida State up there too.
If LSU came calling, would it be hard to tell them no?
I'd probably say yes.
You say yeah?
Yes, sir.
Be the next Geis, Clyde Edwards?
Yeah, I'll probably be the next one.
Unbelievable. Clyde's going to get a ring. Is he going to be healthy for the Super Bowl?
I don't know. I don't know how that ankle doing. So.
I still think he's gonna get a ring though.
Yes, sir.
If they win it, I think they got a chance. What do you think? Who's gonna win, the Chiefs or the other team that's beat up?
I got the Eagles.
You got the Eagles?
Me personally, I got the Eagles.
I got the Eagles too. Look, a shout out to anybody in your family before we go. You want to talk about anybody?
Shout out to my grandparents for sure, especially my grandmother always cooking me a nice meal after practice.
That's good.
And I just want to shout out to my parents really for putting me through Catholic and just raising me. So yeah, thank y'all.
What's a goal for you and Beale and the rest of the guys coming back next year? What, obviously state championship, but what's the goal this offseason?
The goal this off season just like get well with the new coaching and really just like grow better as a team.
It's great. Well put.
Yes, sir.
Well put. Appreciate you, Barry.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to Barry. Oh, don't walk off yet. We're going to take a commercial. We'll be right back. We're going to have the head coach from Catholic High at Baton Rouge. You were able to meet Daniel Beale, the quarterback, Barry Remo, the running back. Me and Coach are going to talk about all the current seniors. They got a great senior group and also their young guys coming back. We'll be right back.
What does that bug man do?
Not only do we do pest control, we do odor control, bat removal, moisture control, rodents, and of course, bed bug control. Give the bug man a call. We get them before they get you.
Gros Savon Lodge, the true sportsman's paradise. Gros Savon Lodge has fresh and saltwater fishing, alligator hunting, waterfowl hunting, and eco tours located south of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Give them a call at 337-598-2357. That number to call again is 337-598-2357, and have the time of your life.
Welcome back. Lee Burkeen, your host of Sports Scouting Report podcast. You were able to meet Barry Remo, the running back for Catholic, class 224. Daniel Beale, quarterback, class of 224. They will be two of the top 20 players in the state next year, I believe, regardless of what's coming up. And we've got the head coach who has just been hired recently by Catholic. He's not a newbie to Catholic. He was offensive coordinator on a state championship team when they played John Curtis, which was a great game, Coach.
Yep.
Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you, Lee. Thanks for having me.
Your first job was West Feliciana. You did a phenomenal job there the last few years. As I say, cutting your teeth as a head coach. But what's it like, Ben? What was it like being a head coach at West Feliciana, learning? What was that like for you?
Really fortunate for my time there, and just a great group of people, great leadership, and was able to work with a great group of kids and coaches as well. So, it's something like at every stage in your career, you're learning and getting better every year. And so to get the head coaching experience there, was something that really prepared me for the opportunity we have now. So.
Coach Hudson Fuller. And look, did a phenomenal job again at West Feliciana. Delvin Whitaker was a 4-year starter for you there. A man-child, 6'3", 260?
Yeah.
Can run a 4.6.
Yeah, just about. He's
going to Tech. I mean, they got a big-time steal. A lot of great players there, and I know they have some great young guys that you've coached that are coming back. It was left in good shape.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they've got a lot of talent return on the roster and potential to have a great year next year.
Now, you're an offensive guy. You're offensive coordinator formerly with Catholic when you were there. What's it like coming back as the head guy? I think it's a natural fit, and I love the hire that you're hired there.
Thanks.
But what do you think now since you've been at Catholic? Has anything changed? Are y'all able to keep things the same offensively?
I mean, in terms of what's changed, there's been a lot of updates to the facility since I was there last. A new weight room, new update to our field on campus, and a new student union. So those all are upgrades that allow for us to create a better student experience. What hasn't changed is the mission of the school, what the school stands for, the leadership, and what the expectation of creating excellence in everything we do. So really excited to be back and work with a great group of people and great kids and continue the mission of what's been started at Catholic.
Before we take a break, Coach, what is it like to have a 4-year starting quarterback coming back when you get the job?
It's definitely how you want to start things off, especially having familiarity with him. So excited to get to Coach Daniel this senior year for him.
It's good to go in the spring with an experienced quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to have that. And then Barry Remo brings back experience running the ball.
Yeah.
Two of the better spots that you need to have experience.
Yeah. And just a lot of maturity from them and other seniors that looking forward to getting to coach those guys.
When we come back, I want to mention some of the seniors that are graduating from Catholic. You mentioned to me some that are going to sign, some are going to walk on for signing day, and also talk about some of the young guys when we come back. We'll be back with more of Coach Hudson Fuller, the head football coach at Catholic High Baton Rouge. You're watching the Sports Scouting Report. We'll be right back.
Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
What does that bug man do?
Not only do we do pest control, we do odor control, bat removal, moisture control, rodents, and of course, bed bug control. Give the bug man a call. We get them before they get you.
Welcome back. You're watching the Sports Scouting Report. I'm your host, Lee Burkeen. Be sure to subscribe for free on YouTube. Go to wherever you get your podcast. And we're going to keep interviewing Coach of Catholic High Baton Rouge, Hudson Fuller. I want to mention your seniors. We don't have time to spend a lot of time on each kid, but you'd mentioned Harold Lawson's going to be a walk-on at Tulane. Shelton Sampson, LSU. Receiver Daniel Harden could be baseball or football still. Cameron Banks, I think you said going to Nicholls State. Joshua and Jacob Johnson, the twins, are going to Nicholls State. Brady Moffitt, is he still?
I don't know that he's going to play anymore.
I know he's being recruited by some small schools. Landon Carter, you said going to Memphis, kicker. Great leg, Landon. Brooks Babin, I'm sure he'll go somewhere in the end. Receiver, tight end. Jacob Klossner could be somewhere if he wants to play college ball, O-lineman. How do you say it? Jude Rouge, big-time defensive end this year for the team. Nathan Sliegel was a tight end, H-back, great player, I think. Went on. Brock Broussard, Joseph Chatelain had a good year punting, and Bennett Castro, linebacker. But a big group to replace, Coach.
Yeah, and that's always going to be the case at Catholic. There's going to be a great group of kids that graduates that added a lot of value to the program, and so it's up to the next group to continue what the expectation is there.
A lot of young kids coming back that I saw play this past year besides Daniel Beale, besides the running back Remo. I watched Cohen LeBlanc. I think Bill mentioned him at receiver. Had a great year last year as a young player. Brooks Wright, receiver. Lance Zimmerman, linebacker. Jacob Bradford and his brother Blaine. Those are two phenomenal players. Young guys. Brooks Allen has a young kicker. Jeremy, running back. Jalen Wood, DB, great player. Robert Kegnoga, great DB, great corner. Irvin Smith, the only starting O-lineman back. And several others, Coach, that are coming back. I mean, what is it like to have a core when you lose 30, to have 30 come back? I mean, that's a good position to be in.
Definitely, as the new staff comes in and we kind of evaluate the roster and strengths and weaknesses, there's definitely a lot of really talented players and a lot of guys that we see a lot of potential in as well that maybe haven't contributed yet, but we see as the guys that if they keep developing, they're going to help us in a lot of different ways. So.
You're coaching at West Feliciana all those years, and I guess you're watching too what Catholic was doing when you weren't there anymore, and you saw the state championships. You were part of one of them, but I mean, to win that many state titles, Dale Weiner won one right at the end of his career. Fatita won, is it 2 or 1?
As a head coach, let me see, 17, 2.
2, and then Semino won the state title. But what? I mean, I guess it's a great position to be in, but also pressure, right? Because of all the success lately.
Yeah. And the things that Coach Weiner built, and then Coach Fertitta came and built upon, and David came and grew. The expectation there, from the outside may be, about a certain level of pressure, but for us internally, we know that expectation is more about the way that it's done. And doing things the right way and being really detailed and being a group of people that just reaches our potential.
you're used to this because you were at Catholic before.
Yep.
I mean, you know how everything works and everything, but the school is top-notch education-wise. Talk about that, what it's like to be part of that.
As you look at our football program, a lot of people that get recognized are, some of the people that have gone on to play college and the NFL, and there's plenty of those. But I think what makes Catholic as a school incredible is when you look at the type of men that come out of the school, right? People that are leaders in our community, that are leaders in politics, leaders in businesses, and great men for their family. That's, to me, what makes Catholic a special place.
I want to mention this, Coach, while I have a minute. Paul M. Hebert, which the law school's named after at LSU, is a graduate of 1924 Catholic High. Garrett Graves, politician. Aaron Nola, and Austin Nola. David DeLucci, and John Fred, one of my favorite singers. Judy in the Sky's his favorite song. I mean, a lot of people don't know John Fred went to Catholic High. Weight room is second to none too, Coach, since you left.
And the weight room that we had before was a lot better than what most people have to work with, and we still have that, plus a 5,000 square foot weight room with 20 workstations, along with Matt Bruce, who's our strength coach, who's just one of the best in the business, and really does a great job of developing our athletes in every program. It really helps us allow kids to play multiple sports and still develop through the whole year.
Coach, I know that offenses now in high school are multiple. I mean, you see spread, you see balance, you see power I a little bit, but what type of coach are you? What is your, what do you love about offense? What is your philosophy?
I think as you look at any level, there's types of offenses that are successful. So, the first focus being on how it's done. What is the level of execution that the offensive group operates with. As you look at us through the course of the years, we're multiple with shifts and formations, different types of tempo, and being balanced not just by run pass, but in how we distribute the ball. So, I think that'll be something that you continue to see from us.
And then based on personnel too, right? In high school,
yeah,
you're not always recruiting your what's in the school to run your offense, right?
Yeah.
It's not like Notre Dame. You can go recruit 5 running backs. If you have 3, that's all you have coming up.
Yeah, so you got to build the system around the strengths that you have, for sure.
Coach, any final thoughts? Any shout out to anybody to get you where you are today in coaching? Anybody you want to talk about coaching?
There's a long list of those people, but Gabe Fertitta, is somebody with the opportunity that I have now, and his investment in me as a coach is somebody that I'm really thankful for.
And Gabe, if you're watching, and we're going to send Gabe the show, Florida State LSU, man, next year, and he's with Florida State. I know they're trying to get Shelton at Florida State, and he stayed home. But I'd like to see Gabe get one of those position coaches at Florida State. I know he's trying to get one of the position coaches, and I know how you work your way as a grad assistant, quality control, and he was at Louisville before that, and did a great job. But I'm glad you mentioned him, and what a job he did turning things around after Dale started it, and then him and then Semino, and now Coach is there. But good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time to come, and I wish you all the best of luck this coming season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Appreciate it. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. I hope the Catholic High community, the Bears, enjoyed the show. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Sports Scouting Report podcast with Lee Burkeen.